a man's voice. He'd been a resident in my department for a couple of years, an incredibly withdrawn 60-year-old, unable to cope with stress and incapable of expressing himself. His pent-up frustrations would often erupt into aggressive outbursts and occasionally even into psychotic episodes. His wife had become afraid of him and wanted him out of the house. We all got along with him just fine. He had his own room and enjoyed working in the garden. His wife often visited at the weekend, or sometimes he would go to see her back home. He was fully aware of his biggest problem and formulated it in his own special way. "I can't talk," he'd stammer, sullenly shaking his head. One day, he got a sore throat, which turned out to be a tumor on his vocal cords. That this very man, who himself said that he was unable to talk, should develop a laryngeal tumor was astoundingly symbolic. He needed an operation, but one that could leave him voiceless forever. His vocal cords needed to come out along with the tumor. The only alternative was to slowly choke to death. We tried to talk it over with him, but he became panic-stricken and fell into stress-induced psychosis. His wife, who had a mild intellectual disability, was helpless and didn't know what to do. She asked us to make a decision for them. So, our team consulted with the doctors and together we looked at the best course of treatment. The surgery took place in a hospital far away where he knew nobody and where his family could seldom visit. How isolated and alone he must have felt. The operation, however, was a success and he returned to us without his voice. We were all prepared for the fallout from a trauma from which he would psychologically never recover. But to our greatest surprise, the opposite occurred. He slowly made his way back into the world. He used gestures and even started writing things down to get his thoughts across. Something I'd never seen him do before. He learned to talk again by pressing a small device against his larynx. Teaching him to use it wasn't easy, but he was so determined that he sometimes even tripped over his own words. Over the course of that first year, he became a totally different person, cheerful, engaged, and optimistic. Many of his old tensions had disappeared, and we formed a theory as to why. Once all the pressures and expectations to speak had been removed, he no longer felt inadequate. For the first time in his life, he could relax during a conversation. If he said anything at all, it was a bonus, and he even received compliments on his words. The operation that saved his life also brought him a sense of mental freedom, an outcome we never could have predicted. His surprise recovery taught me a valuable lesson, one that I have carried with me for the past 35 years and that I put to use in both my professional and private life. Keep an open outlook. Entertain the notion that things might be different to how you think. We are often so sure of our beliefs, but our convictions, whatever they are, can be mistaken. At the time, as a psychiatric nurse, I thought I had people pegged, that I knew enough to figure them out. With the best of intentions, I often claimed to know what was best for them. But since that one patient, am no longer 100% certain of any conclusion. I kept in touch with him after I left the organization, occasionally visiting him, and when he died, I attended his funeral. During his final years, he always looked far happier than he had ever before. He lost his voice, and he never suffered a psychotic episode again.